Hi, this is a video of making ormes. All you need to have is these ingredients. I'm going to start off with the salt. I use sea salt, California. You could use red sea salt. You could use all dead sea salt. This is one batch I bought that I mixed with this here batch. I have 1 cup of dead sea salt with California sea salt. You're going to need lye. This is your lye. You're going to need some distilled water and a pH meter, which I use. You're going to use a big canister or beaker to mix the solution in, and you're going to use a mixer like this one, more or less. So to get started, first get your salt right here. This is 1 cup of salt. Dead sea salt with California salt. Pour that in. Just like that. Next, I have 2 liters marked right here. 2 liter. This is 2 liter. I have a RO system, reverse osmosis, so that's the water that I use, which is not bad. It's pretty good. So we're going to pour that in there. Just like that. I like making this when it's a full moon, because they say you get the most out of your ormes. I don't know if it's true or not, but and there we go. Now, you're going to mix this a little bit just to get the solution, the salt and stuff. Mix away. Up in there, nice and mixed. Once that's done, then you go ahead and you get your lye. This is 10%. I use like 5 or 6 tablespoons to this. This is a cup of water. I use 5 to 6 to make it real strong, so I don't have to mess around with the pH too much. And just start pouring in there a little bit by little bit, like that, and then I mix again. There we go. Check the pH. The pH meter, and then we check the pH now. pH is at 9.6. I don't know if you guys can see it there. It's telling me 9.7. 9.8. So we throw in a little bit more of the lye. Here we go. Mix again. Check pH is reading 9.9. Once you start getting close to your 10 or 10.1, you're going to want to start adding very little of your lye because it just jumps up immediately. What you're going to be looking for is 10.7. If you go over 10.7, let's say 10.8, it's okay, but try not to go over 10.8. If you do go over 10.8 or 10.11 or 12, you're going to have to add a little vinegar. And then test again. You want to drop it down to 7.8. When it's set to 7.8, it's set. Then I'll tell you the rest of the procedure. I'll have to add a little more of this lye on here. I got 9.9. Let's check the pH again. Okay, I reached my 10.1. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but it says 10.1. See, 10.1. So now I have to add a little bit at a time. Here we go. Couple of drops, squirt, and test. And go. We test again. .1 again. We add a little more squirt. 10.1. Right there, 10.1. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. 10.1. So we add squirt more. And like that, you bring it up. And we try again. Oops. I overdid it. I went over. So I got 11.2. So what do? We bring it down with a little vinegar now. I get my vinegar here. We drop in a little vinegar. I went over a little bit. We go. We hear it. check. I got 11.0. 11.0 is too high. It's got to be 10.8, 10.7. So we drop a little bit more vinegar in there. Here we go. It doesn't really matter. You're just going to have to bring it down a little bit. Once you bring it down, that's it. You want to see it settle. Let's try it again. Okay. Now we got 10.5. I think I overdid it on the vinegar. Maybe we just touch it up with a little more lye. A couple of drops. 1, 2, 3. Try it again. Now I got 10.5. Let's go for 10.7. Couple of more drops. 1, 2, 2 drops. Like the orm is forming already. See, it's getting whiter. Let's try it again. I'm sorry about that. I went over. The last time I did it, I went over a little bit too, but I got it back on. Now it's 8.5, 10.5 again. Let's add a little more. 10.7. 10.8. 3 more drops. Do it again. Let's see what do we got here now. Oh, I can't leave that 10.5 mark. I went over 11. I tried to bring it down to 10.7. I'm getting 10.5. I'll get it to 10.7. We want to shoot for 10.7, 10.8. Let's drop a little bit more. Let's give it another whirl. see what we got now. 10.6. One more shot. One more shot. I don't know if you can see it. 10.7. It settled at 10.7. Right there. Can't see it. I'll show you. Can't see it. It's like 4.7. Okay. Now you can see that the ormus is forming. It's like a white crystallization thing, like kind of a jello light substance. Okay? You can see all that is ormus. Now, what's going to happen now is, I pick up my vinegar cap. This. Now, what's going to happen is, this, I put it, you're supposed to, I put it in this aluminum foil. I'm working with the camera in one hand. I don't know if you see this. I made this aluminum foil for this. So what I do is, I pick it up and I drop it in here. Just like that. Just like this. And then I have my lid that covers it. Now what this does is protect it from, like, microwave. The microwave could be here now as I'm making this, but it's not on, so it's no problem. It's going to protect it from radio waves like cell phones. Wait a minute. Let me get my lid. Cell phones, etc. Even, this is the lid that I use for this beaker. Close it. And I set it. I set it for 3 days. 3 days of rinse. That means tomorrow I'm going to go in step by step of the whole process, starting from just today. Tomorrow when I rinse, I'm going to show you how you rinse. The ormus is going to set to the bottom, like around here, so depending on how much ormus I get. Then the water is going to be there from the ormus to the top. You rinse that out. I rinse it out with a small hose, like these airline hose. I dip it in there and I overflow it. I overflow the water out of the system, out of the beaker. I overflow it. After I do that, I put water back in there and I set it again. I stir it around and I set it again. I do that for 3 days. After the third rinse, that's it. I take out the water from top and I bottle my ormus and I use my ormus, which is not bad, not bad stuff. So here it is again. Like I said again, need I do it with 2 liters of water, a cup of sea salt or dead sea salt. I have a mix. I mix dead sea salt with California sea salt, which is Atlantic salt. It's not bad salt. I get enough for it. I'll show you on the next step, on the next cleaning, and the dead sea salt that I already used up. And you're going to need, like I said, a pH tester and some lye. I use like 1 cup of water for 4 or 5 tablespoons of lye. I have the lye up here. I'll show you the lye. This is the lye. So I'll be seeing you tomorrow. So long now. Subscribe. Bye.